What's going on, everybody? I'm Landon, and welcome back to another episode of Sneak Peek brought to you by Shoewear. And we have another fun episode in store today, so thanks again for stopping by to check us out. Let's dive in. So we'll kick it off with Nike, and first there was a super hype drop a little less than a week ago on the 24th with the Grateful Dead and Nike SB Dunk Low collab in the Orange Bear, Yellow Bear, and Green Bear colorways. But the retail tag was set for $110, and these are flipping for thousands of dollars. And personally, I would have had a hard time letting go of these because I love unique shoe collabs, and these fit that description. But if I had to rank them from my favorite to my least favorite, although I like all three, it would go Green Bear, Yellow Bear, Orange Bear. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the Orange Bear though. But for basketball shoes, Giannis Antetakumpo had his second signature shoe drop on July 25th in the Naija colorway, and the retail price is set for $130. But this specific color scheme is meant to resemble Nigeria's national soccer team. But I'm a big fan of Giannis and how hard he plays the game and his dedication to his family and his teammates. And if you aren't familiar with this guy or his shoes, go check him out now. But even from a sneaker standpoint, I think I like the 2s better than the Greek Freak 1s. The only feature I really liked about the Greek Freak 1s was the reverse swoosh. But for upcoming releases for Nike, the Air Zoom Kukini and Stussy collab on the Air Zoom Satin drops in this white and habanero red color here tomorrow on the 30th for $170. And these are alright to me, but I like some previous models of Stussy's Air Zoom Satin collab better. But Stussy also has some Benassi slides, or if I'm saying that right, dropping on the 30th, and in these three colors that you see here, and more specifically they're titled Off Nor, Bright Cactus, and Habanero Red. But all three slides and the Spryden shoes can be found on the Sneakers app. But something else to be on the lookout for is the Nike Air Max 1 is making a return tomorrow on July 30th in the Magma Orange and Evergreen colorway. And I used to not really be a big fan of Air Max 1s, but that perspective has definitely changed over time because these shoes are clean and they will be releasing for $140 at select online retailers. And stay tuned on these because there should be likely many more colorways of this Air Max 1 to drop. But last for Nike, there's a few more PG4 Gatorade collabs coming up on the 31st. The PG Gatorade releases in the white flavor for $120, and then about a week later, the same shoe releases in the orange flavor for $120. But between these two colorways, I'm taking the white all day. So now let's move on to Jordan Brand. So the Air Jordan 12 University Gold released on the 24th, and I actually did hit on these on the Sneakers app. And I always love getting through Sneakers app, even if it's not the most hype shoe, but this shoe was definitely slept on because the resale is still sitting at a good $50 to $100 depending on the size. But you know, that could be because everyone hasn't gotten their pairs in yet. I know mine just shipped, but I'm sure that most of you have heard of or went for the Off-White Air Jordan 4 sale a few days ago on the 25th, and I didn't hit on these, but they are selling a little better than the ones I did hit on. The Jordan 4s are reselling north of $1,000 right now, so honestly I'm glad I didn't hit on it because it would have been a tough decision for me to keep or sell. Alright, that's a lie. I still wish I hit on them, but I think we can move past that now and talk about some upcoming releases. So to start, I want to mention that there's a few more basketball shoes coming up that I particularly like, starting with the Air Jordan 34, and that's releasing in a few player exclusive colorways for $195. And the first is Zion Williamson's player exclusive, which is labeled Noah, who is Zion's younger brother. And I've touched on Zion before in a few episodes, but for those of you that don't know, he's a promising young rookie on the New Orleans Pelicans. And this shoe is pretty cool because the inspiration came from a sketch Noah was drawing while meeting with the footwear sketch team. And he's only 3.5 years old too, so he's already having some pretty cool life experiences for such a young age. But the other exclusive 34s are designed by Jason Tatum's son Deuce, and this colorway is called the Zoo. And Tatum is a third-year player for the Celtics, and he's had a few PEs for the Jordan 34s already, but these are inspired by his son, and the red sock line actually pays homage to his hometown, St. Louis, Missouri, which is really cool for me because that's actually the area that I'm from. But like I said, both of these will retail for $195, and the Noah colorway will release on the 30th, and the Zoo will release the day after on the 31st. But next for releases, we have the Air Jordan 1 Satin Red. So it's also known as the Satin Snake, and that's set to release on August 6th for $170. And this shoe will be released in women's sizing, and it looks like it's only going up to a size 12 in women's on the Sneakers app. So for the guys out there that wear bigger than a size 10.5 to 11, that's tough. So this shoe is super clean though, and it incorporates some snakeskin material and the swoosh, which is, so definitely be on the lookout for these next Thursday. But last for Jordan, I want to hit on another upcoming Air Jordan 1 release. So the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Tokyo is set to drop the day after the Satins on the 7th for 170 as well. And this one's in men's sizing and it'll go up to 15, so there's no worries there. But there's some pretty cool details to go along with this shoe. So it originally released in January of 2001 and it was limited to 2001 pairs. But this release is going to be featuring a special shoe case box that's only going to be released in Japan. But they'll release globally with the Air Jordan box, and I honestly love this silver and white coloring. And I think the details mesh well together on this shoe. So like I said before, with the Satins, definitely be on the lookout for these. So there isn't much going on with Adidas at the moment, so we're just going to touch on two quick shoes from different brands. So first we'll touch on Puma. So for those of you that don't know, J. Cole, who is a rapper, singer, songwriter, producer, simply put, he's a big deal in music. Anyways, he agreed to a sneaker contract with Puma recently in 2019, and he's having his first signature basketball shoe with them drop, titled the Puma RS-Dreamer. And these will be available in a few days on the 31st. Now, I personally don't mind these, but there have been a lot of people criticizing them, saying they look too similar to the Puma Thunder Spectra that you see right here. But whether that's true or not, you can probably count on J. Cole's shoes selling a lot better than the Thunder Spectra J. Cole knockoffs. But last, I want to hit on this shoe. Even though it may be more of a sandal or a slide family, Crocs brand has teamed up with KFC, formerly known as Kentucky Fried Chicken, to create these unique, we'll go with unique Crocs that you see here. These may look somewhat ridiculous. Well, not may. They do look ridiculous, but I hope you didn't sleep on them, because with Crocs having a low retail price as it is, these are flipping for a couple $100 profit at least. I couldn't really tell you why. Sometimes I just don't understand the sneaker culture. So that's going to wrap it up for episode 6 of Sneak Peek. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to check us out, and to stay up to date with the upcoming releases as well as everything else that we do, just click the link in our bio and check us out. But until next episode, I'm Landon from Shoewear. Peace.